Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent. And if you do enjoy the videos, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, Serpents. We are back. Woo! I've missed you. I've missed you guys. Now I will be in Melbourne, and I'll talk to you guys a little bit more about that in a few moments. And I'll tell you, of course, what happened during the race. But one of the cool things that happened while I was gone for a couple of days off YouTube is that the XRP standard will be used by major Commonwealth banks. So we do have to talk about that, and I'll tell you all about it, and what's been going on and what that looks like. Now I will be in Melbourne from tomorrow afternoon, and I will be there until Sunday night. Now, if you want to have a business meeting with the Serpent, you're more than welcome to. All I ask is that you reach out to me on a platform like LinkedIn, or on at the very least on a social media platform that where I can see who you are and what you're all about. And I'm very happy to meet with you, but if you could just let me know what would be the purpose of us meeting. Now I am there from Tuesday afternoon all the way to Sunday night, so there's plenty of time. I will be at the NFT festival on Wednesday and Thursday, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they are available as long as it's productive for the both of us, and especially for you, because time is precious, and I want to make sure that you get the most out of spending time with me. So do reach out, but make sure that you do have a profile picture. Make sure that I can see who you are and what you're all about. Because if you don't have a profile picture, it's kind of weird asking to meet up with somebody. I don't know if you would, but I certainly wouldn't. Now, in terms of the weekend racing, spectacular weekend of racing. Definitely have taken a step forward in my driving, and as far as from a pace point of view and speed. I managed to qualify 13th in a star-studded field with like three supercar drivers, two Super 2 drivers and one supercar driver in it, and very, very competitive field from all over Australia, so from Queensland, from Melbourne, from Sydney. So there was drivers from everywhere. So to qualify 13th, I was very happy. We finished race 1 13th, but in race 2 we had gearbox problems and we went 2 laps down. So not the ideal way to end the weekend, but many positives to be taken from it. I will be doing a season recap video very soon, highlighting everything that's happened this year and what are the hopes and vision for 2023, because I do have some big plans for the next year coming up. But my first year in car racing, there is many positives to take from it, and I can't wait to see what 2023 brings, and I'm certainly looking forward to the challenge on the simulator and in real life as well. Now, without further ado, let's get back into the major topic of today, and that is ISO 20022 and what that looks like over the next 3 years. I am getting excited, Serpents. I'm getting very excited about all the possibilities and opportunities that are coming to all the coins which are part of ISO 20022, and how Ripple's XRP is right in the thick of it. Now, this is happening a bit too often. It happens on TikTok a lot, where people are talking, it's Ripple, not XRP. And guys, I just gotta say that in 2022, when you put comments like that, you kind of look ridiculous. Like, it's embarrassing. Ripple have come out time and time again. This is a common knowledge thing now, that whatever Ripple does, it uses the XRP ledger. Like, that's it. Like, I don't know how many times I have to mention the same thing over and over again. Like, it is exhausting. It's like you guys don't read. Now, the interesting fact as well is that the Ripple is involved in creating a stable coin pegged to the Australian dollar that can also be added to the news, which is going to be called the AUDC, built on the XRP ledger. So very exciting times indeed when it comes to the XRP ledger and the future of it. Now, I know a lot of you are struggling to understand the entire concept. Okay, so Ripple's XRP ledger is used for AUDC. Does that mean that other countries will go down the same path? Look, at the end of the day, the biggest problem that the XRP ledger solves is cross-border payments. And to achieve that, well, kind of everyone has to get on board. Otherwise, it just simply doesn't work. Now, the Nostro accounts alone are trillions of dollars per year. So it is a big mission. It is very ambitious. But you know what? Step by step, they're getting there. Like, step by step, Ripple is getting to the bigger mission that they have, and it is really, really exciting to see it all come forward. Now, when we talk about the bigger mission, I've often mentioned Ripple as the Amazon of the crypto world. And you can kind of see that it's taking a longer road, it's building its infrastructure, it's building its highway, and then one day it's just going to turn it on, and people will then finally get the picture. It's kind of like when you see a house on a plan, and you're like, I don't quite get how that's going to look, and then you see it built, and you're like, oh, I get it now. I'm willing to pay more for it now because I finally get it. And that's what's happening with Ripple. It's exactly the same thing. People don't get it now. When it's all fully built and turned on, they'll be like, oh, okay, ouch. I had the chance, but I didn't quite get it back then. So make sure you understand what's going on. Part of that is acquiring companies that are struggling, acquiring assets, and just building its ecosystem further and further. So Ripple's come out. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse would be willing to buy parts of the exchange that served the business customers. Notice how it's not buying the whole exchange, it doesn't need the whole exchange, but it's very, very interested in what served the business customers, because XRP is built for business, is not built for retail. And a lot of you go out there and they're like, oh yeah, I saw this video, but they didn't exactly mention that they're going to use XRP. Well, sorry guys, but it kind of doesn't work that way. People aren't exactly going to spell it out for you. You kind of need to connect the dots together. That's the point. You need to connect the dots together. It's not going to be spelt out to you. So like when Ripple's Brad Garlinghouse says, we're going to be buying the parts which are for business customers orientated, that's because that's the purpose that it solves. XRP will be used for businesses. Now, I often talk about these news websites and what they're up to and what they're saying and how they say it. And it's like, look at this, XRP price wave, 700 million trading volume turns XRP green, $1 next. No, because the way that I'm seeing it at the moment, and especially today, we're 9% down. We're going into the 20 cents range. I've been saying for now 9 weeks, 9 or 10 weeks that I've been talking about, 28 to 25 cents XRP, and it's coming. So, got to be careful where you get your news from. Now, again, it's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. And, when I do talk about this stuff, it is from my perspective and my perspective only. It's important, serpents, for you guys to be careful, where you're getting your news from, and to make up your own mind. Because at the end of the day, no one can do it for you. You can listen to us, and it's good to listen to different types of people. But at the end of the day, you're the one that has to make the decision. So make sure that you're making the decision for you based on your own research. It is demonstrating bullish behavior. If something were to happen over the next couple of weeks with the case, of course, there would be a major breakout. But right now, where we're heading and what it's looking like, looks like that we could break out of this pattern and head towards the 28 to 25 cents range. That is still considering that Silverbank and all these other banks, institutional banks at the moment that support the industry, don't go down. Because if Silverbank goes down, it's going to be a whole lot of trouble, serpents. A whole lot of trouble. Now, while I'm in Melbourne, I will be bringing my mic, I will bring the laptop, and I will at some stage produce content. Now, I may not be able to do it Tuesday, I may not be able to do it Wednesday, but I'm hoping, let's see how I go, right? I'm very, very conscious that I want to bring you guys the latest information as it happens. My equipment will be with me, and so let's see how we go throughout the trip. And as previously stated, make sure that you're getting your news from different types of sources, not always from the same one. Because again, another one today just made completely different objective compared to the other one. So make sure. Now, what can we expect from the week ahead? I think personally, we're going to go down before we go up, serpents. And I know you don't want to hear it, but that's what's coming, and you need to be prepared for that. There's a couple of reasons for this. The next wave of the bear market could be due to this, because if Silvergate go down, and they are the ones that help and contribute to Coinbase, Kraken, Crypto.com, if they go down, ladies and gentlemen, we're going down. Like the prices are going down. Get your crypto off exchanges, put it into a cold wallet, put it into a hot wallet, Because Coinbase, Crypto.com, Kraken go down, is going to be a long, long, long winter. Now, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. I don't want to come here and tell you that. But I gotta get you prepared on the what if. And even if there is a 0.0001% chance, I'm going to tell you about it. Now, I know some of you think that this will never happen, but you need to be ready. Be ready for everything. That's what I've always said to you. Now, once we get over this hurdle, once we get over the SEC hurdle, yes, it is. Everything is going to be, sunshine, rainbows, and it's going to be fantastic for multiple months and years. But let's get through this phase, because there is the potential to go down into the low 20s, mid 20s. Yes, the way I see it, like an absolute disaster, catastrophic event would get us down into, say, like 10, 12, 13 cents, which would be absolute bargains. But then we will take off. And that's the most important thing to know. Like, the technology is there, the vision is there, it is absolutely possible. It is absolutely possible to come back and come back stronger than ever. So, patient serpents during this time. I had a message from today from one of you going, "Oh, it's all going to red. Do I sell now?" No, we just simply hold, because we believe in what we hold, and then eventually it will catch up. Remember that time in the market will always beat time in the market. And when you zoom out, everything makes sense. So when in doubt, zoom out, patient serpents, because when we do kick off the next bull run for XRP, it's going to be absolutely spectacular. Now, if you learned something new today, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thank you. Look forward to see you on the next one.